of the things that I deal with in the book is something I call setting the stage. Okay. So setting the stage is literally when we are beginning the journey toward teamwork success. You have to set the stage. If you've ever been to a play or you've ever been to a show of any kind of any magnitude, there is something that happens before the show begins. Before the show begins, the stagehands, the managers, etc., they all come out and they begin, not the managers, but the stagehands, they all come out and begin to literally set up the stage, right? When you walk in, many times when you walk into the auditorium of the theater, the stage has already been set, or the scene has already been set. Either it's a living room, it's outside, it's the playground, it's a bus, or whatever the first scene of the play or of that act post intermission is. They have already set the stage. You as a leader in your business, in your ministry, your nonprofit, your school, in your district, whatever your organization is, the first thing you must do in order to be successful is you have to set the stage. Okay, you have to come along. You have to come. You as the leader, your team is depending on you to come and set that stage. Well, what do you mean by set the stage? Here's what I mean. So the journey towards successful teamwork begins with a clear understanding of the team's goals and objectives. Okay, so the pivotal role of the leader is to really give this foundation. All right. And so the first thing you must do in setting the stage, how do I set the stage? You set the stage by by unveiling the collective vision. Okay. When the vision is unified, then everybody can move forward in the same direction. So here's an example of that. If I'm a coach and I'm the coach of the football team, but you think we are playing football, F-U-T, right? You're not going to want to use your hands. But if you're playing football, you are going to want to use your hands. Well, if I said that and didn't compel you to know exactly what's going on, you wouldn't know what to do. Yes, with unveiling this clear vision, let me deal with it a little bit more. This collective vision must be something that we're all striving to achieve and accomplish. That is the key. It must be something that we're all striving to achieve and accomplish. You may want to get rebounds, but I want to make shots. If I'm making shots, you can't very well get rebounds, can you? Maybe somebody else shoots, right? But if I'm making the shots, you can't get a rebound, right? Because a rebound is when the ball comes off of the rim or comes off of the backboard. That's what that rebound is. And so you have to have a collective vision. All right. Yes, somebody does have a role and somebody does have an expectation. But you as the leader have to you have to first tell everybody what they need to do. So here it is. In order to establish a collective vision, you have to ensure that every team member comprehends the broader objectives and how their individual contributions intertwine with the overarching mission. There's a major mission that we all got to do, and we each have a certain part within accomplishing that mission. So here's the truth of the whole thing. Without a vision that is clear or goals that are intrinsically defined, watch this, there will not be success or excellence. Your first step to success, your first step to excellence is unveiling a collective vision. It is a part of setting the stage. And sir or ma'am, if you do not do this, your team does not know the direction in which they are going. So it is very important that you do this. And not only that you do it once, not only that you do it twice, not three, not four, but I believe it was Andy Stanley who said one time that if you as a leader are not tired of sharing that vision, you haven't said it enough. So your vision needs to be up and all around everywhere you go. But you have to be willing. We'll talk about that in a future Teamwork Tuesday. But you have to be willing, first of all, to deal with and to do what it takes to set that stage. All right. As I always tell you, I tell you this all the time. There's a difference between information and implementation. You can get all the information in the world. I can share all the information in the world. One-on-one consulting, 90-day executive consulting program. When we work right with your company, in the book, keynote, whatever, workshop, whatever the case may be, or on these Teamwork Tuesdays, whatever the case may be, you can get all the information in the world. But if you don't do something with it, nothing will change. Nothing changes if nothing changes, all right? And one definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different result. I am Dr. Cliff Freeman, author of The Art of Contagious Teamwork. You can get your copy at cliffreemanspeaks.com. But I encourage you to join us next Tuesday for our next episode number 2 of Teamwork Tuesday. Share this with your friends. Have a great day. All right. Remember this, teamwork. It's not talent. It's trust. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.